Hello all, welcome to Genius channel. We'll see some previous year questions from India physics. Okay, so this is the question. This is the question number and the question paper of NDA to 2021 GAT paper. Okay, NDA to 2021 GAT. From that, we are continuing the physics. Okay, so we have already seen some questions from this. Remaining, we are going to see. So see the question number 126. Question number 126. Imagine a current carrying straight conductor with magnetic field of lines in anti-clockwise direction. Then the direction of current is determined by a current carrying straight conductor with a magnetic field lines in anti-clockwise direction, then the direction of current is determined by. So you have the options, the rule as right hand thumb rule, second option the rule as left hand thumb rule, then again right hand thumb rule, left hand thumb rule, and they have given a downward direction, upward direction, upward direction. Okay. So read the question carefully and tell me what is the answer. Yeah. So the answer is right hand thumb rule, and it would be in the upward direction. Right hand thumb rule, and it would be in the upward direction. Okay, so how would you know this? So this is coming in yeah, 10th standard NCERT, isn't it? 10th NCERT, this is coming in 10th NCERT, isn't it? See, NCERT science. See, what is right hand thumb rule? Right hand thumb rule means you have to hold a conductor in your right hand. You have to hold a conductor in your right hand. Okay, so it is a figure. So see, right hand. Okay, you have to hold your right hand and the conductor in your right hand such that your thumb points in the direction of current. Then your fingers will wrap in the direction of magnetic field. So fingers will wrap in the direction of magnetic field. So here they are saying fingers are wrapping like this. Okay, so I draw that carefully. See, suppose this is a thumb. Then here they are saying the fingers is wrapping in the anti-clockwise direction, isn't it? So this is your right hand. Okay, so fingers are in the anti-clockwise direction means your thumb will be pointing towards the upward direction. So current is upward. So current thumb will give the direction of current. So current is in upward direction. Magnetic field lines will be given by the remaining fingers that wrap this conductor. So suppose you are holding the current is flowing in the downward direction. Suppose the current is flowing in the downward direction, the direction of the wrapped fingers will be in the clockwise direction. Okay, so here it is in the anti-clockwise direction means current will be in the upward direction. This is given by right hand thumb rule. This is given by the right hand thumb rule. Okay. So moving to the next question. A device used to produce electric current is known as, question number 127. Device used to produce electric current is. So what is the answer? Obviously, it is generator, isn't it? It is generator. So Generator is a device that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Generator is a device that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Okay, so what happens? You will move a conductor inside a magnetic field, then what happens? Electricity is produced, isn't it? So that works on the principle of what? Whenever a current carrying conductor, so whenever a conductor is moved in a magnetic field, current is produced. Whenever a conductor is moved in a magnetic field, what happens? Electricity is produced. So this is electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. Working principle is electromagnetic induction. So what happens in a generator? In a generator, mainly you will have a magnet, so north pole, south pole, and inside that you will be keeping a coil. You will be keeping the armature, rectangular coil. Then what happens? We'll rotate this. We'll rotate this inside this magnetic field, isn't it? So whenever a conductor is being moved in a magnetic field, what is produced? Electricity is produced. So here mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy, and the working principle is electromagnetic induction. Okay, now check the other options. What are the other options? First one is motor, isn't it? So what is motor? In the motor, electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. So it will not produce electric current. It will give electric current. It will provide mechanical energy. Electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy in the case of motor. So in motor, what happens? In motor, what happens? There also again we have a magnetic field. Then we keep a current carrying conductor. We keep a current carrying conductor. Then this current carrying conductor is rotated. This current carrying conductor is rotated. So here, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in magnetic field, it experiences a force. So the result is a force. So that's why mechanical energy. So in this one, this is a in motor, it is electrical energy to mechanical energy. What about ammeter? Ammeter is a device used to measure current. Ammeter is a device used to measure current. What about galvanometer? Which is a device used to detect current. It is a device used to detect current. Used to detect current. Okay. So this is a device used to, ammeter is a device used to measure current. Galvanometer, other than measuring what detects current, small currents, it will be detecting. Can tell you whether current is present or not. Okay. So we'll move to the next question. Question number 128. Question number 128. Myopia is a defect in human vision where an image of a nearby object is focused beyond the retina. Nearby object is focused before the retina. Distant object is focused before the retina. Distant object is focused beyond the retina. Okay, so I want you to answer this. Check which is the correct option. Okay, so let's see. So what is actually myopia? So which is the answer you're getting? Distant object is focused before the retina. Isn't it? Distant object is focused before the retina. That is the correct answer. Before the retina. Okay. Now we'll check what is that. What is it actually? Okay. So first of all, what is myopia? What is myopia? Myopia means a person can see nearby objects clearly. Nearby objects he can see. Nearby objects clearly, but he cannot see distant objects distinctly. He cannot see distant objects distinctly. So that is actually myopia. The person will be able to see the nearby objects clearly, but he cannot see what? He cannot see distant objects distinctly or clearly. Distant objects he cannot see. That defect of vision is known as myopia. Myopia, we'll call it as nearsightedness, isn't it? Nearsightedness. Nearsightedness, that means he can see near objects clearly. Okay, he cannot see far away objects clearly. He cannot see distant objects clearly. Okay, so that is myopia. Now, how would be the image formation? Suppose this is the eyes. Then we have retina over here, isn't it? Retina, that is the screen of the eyes, that is here. Then for a distant object, if it is a normal eye, the image formation will be on the retina. If this is a normal eye, the image formation should be where? Image formation will be in retina. But in case of a myopic eye, the image will be formed in front. The image will be formed in front of the retina or before the retina. Image of a distant object. Image of a distant object will be formed before the retina. So the answer is option C, before the object, before the retina. Distant object is focused before the retina. That's why he is unable to see. He is unable to see. Okay. So moving to the next question. And what is the correction lens also? That also please see. What is the correction lens that you use for a myopic person? For a myopic person, we'll use divergent lens, isn't it? We'll use a divergent lens. Diverging lens. We'll use diverging lens. So what is diverging lens? Which lens is that? That is concave lens, isn't it? Concave lens. We'll use a concave lens. Or concave lens is also known as diverging lens. Diverging lens. Okay, so moving to the next question. Question number 129. Question number 129. Tyndall effect is a phenomenon of. Tyndall effect is a phenomenon of. Very direct, very easy question. Tyndall effect is a phenomenon of. Yeah, obviously the answer is option A. Scattering of light by colloidal particles. That is direct. Okay. So this definition, exact definition is coming in your 9th standard NCERT. So Tyndall effect is the scattering of light by the colloidal particles. Tyndall effect is the scattering of light by the colloidal particles. Okay. So there is nothing to discuss. This is a direct definition. So question number 130. Question number 130. Twinkling of stars is primarily due to atmospheric, Diffraction, reflection, polarization, dispersion. So what is the answer? Yes, obviously it is atmospheric refraction. It is atmospheric refraction. Twinkling of stars is due to atmospheric refraction, isn't it? Direct question from NCERT class 10. NCERT class 10. Science. Okay. So what happens? What is refraction? Refraction is bending of light, bending of light when light travels obliquely from one medium to another, So what is that? What is refraction? Refraction is bending of light when light travels obliquely from one medium to another. Suppose light is coming like this, it reaches another medium, what happens? It bends. That phenomenon is known as refraction. Now, twinkling of stars is due to what? That is a question. That is atmospheric refraction. Why? Because the light from the stars, isn't it? Light from the stars is coming from very far away. Light from the star is coming from very far away distance, isn't it? So, light from star is coming from a very large distance or very traveling a long distance. So when it travels, what happens? It would have to cover many layers of atmosphere, isn't it? It would have to cover many layers of atmosphere. So what happens then? What happens? Bending happens. Bending happens. Isn't it? So this, that is refraction happens here. It covers, it travels to many layers of atmosphere. So what happens? That's because of that refraction happens or bending of light happens. That's why we'll feel like when the observer sees it, the observer will feel like the star is twinkling. Observer will feel like star is twinkling. So answer is atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction. Okay, so there is nothing to doubt here. There is no confusion. Direct question from NCERT class 2. So from going to the remaining options, reflection. What is reflection? Reflection means bouncing back of light. Suppose I have a plane surface like this. Light strike this surface, then it bounce back, isn't it? So that is reflection. That is just a reflection. Okay. So here the answer is refraction. Okay. Then one more time you see dispersion. And what is dispersion? Dispersion is what? It is splitting of white light into its component colors. That is what? That is dispersion. Okay. So here the phenomenon associated is refraction. And one more example for refraction that you study in class 10 NCERT. That is advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. That is the another example for atmospheric refraction. That means you will see sun before it rises. A few minutes before it rises, you'll be able to see, and after the sunset also you'll be able to see that for a few minutes. Okay, so that is also because of atmospheric refraction. Advanced sunrise and delayed sunset is also an example for atmospheric refraction. Okay, so that is also a question from NCERT. So thank you everyone. We will see with some more questions in the next class. Thank you so much.